We are all of us, everyone. It's Deep Dive Zone, a Sonic review series for fans of all shapes and sizes. I'm your host, Evan, joined by my co-hosts Lauren, Kayla, and Bruce. And today we are on part 5 of Sonic 06.
Oh God.
Sounds about right, yeah.
We're getting pretty deep in the fog here.
We're deep in the fucking trenches.
The
Yeah,
fog
that's
is
more
coming,
like it.
Lauren. How are you preparing for the fog, Lauren?
What?
Am I the only one who got that? The
I-
fog is coming.
what
The
do you-
fog is
what do
coming.
you mean
The fog
got
is
that?
coming.
What am I referencing?
I think
Isn't
Devin
that
just pulled
Stephen
it out of his
King?
ass.
Oh my god.
I guess
okay.
it is. All right. Well, in any case, we've completed 2 out of the 3 story campaigns. We finished
Oh,
Silver
we're so
last
close.
time, and we'd already finished Sonic. And now we are on the final of the 3. We are on Shadow the Hedgehog's story, the true protagonist of Sonic 06.
I'm not sure I agree with that.
I don't think anyone's the protagonist of this game.
Listen, the main
Exactly.
villain of this game is Mephiles, and Shadow is the one who deals with him. He's the one who deduces the backstory. He's the one who goes through an actual character arc.
I guess.
Yeah.
But it's certainly not Sonic, the main character.
Well, we know that.
Yeah.
I thought it was Elise.
Okay, well...
You know what? That might actually be the best answer.
Yeah, I can't argue with that.
Yeah.
I don't remember. I don't think she's really in Shadow's story. So, was that really make her the main character of the game?
She's still the most
I guess
important
she's-
character out of any of the other.
We can't get too deep into
Yeah.
this.
Yeah.
Instead, we should
could,
talk
but-
about the nice
Devin will
CG
let
intro
us.
cutscene to Shadow's story. Namely, the fact that in this game, he's working for Gun.
It's It's an interesting
It's an
take.
odd choice.
So it's odd because, you know, we mentioned before that, you know, after Shadow the Hedgehog, Shadow takes up some amount of work with Gun. But we've had clarification in recent years that Shadow is not an employee of Gun. He's more like someone that sometimes helps them out when they ask him to.
Effectively, he would
Yeah.
be like a contractor.
I don't even know if he gets paid.
He works with them when it's convenient for him.
Yeah.
That's the big part.
It is still kind of odd though, just because, you know, we went through all of that stuff in SA2 and Shadow the Hedgehog. I feel like Shadow should be at least a little more apprehensive about working for them.
Yeah, you'd think so.
But I guess when he said he left his past behind, he really meant it, so.
Yeah, this is his point where he's trying to like turn a new leaf, I guess. He's just trying to move on.
Yeah, well, and, which, you know, Japanese Shadow the Hedgehog got this, the US localization failed to, which was that the President and Commander Tower, which we now know is his actual name, by the way, you know, they wanted to repair Gun's reputation and push for a better future, so.
Fair enough, I guess.
But, yeah, so Shadow is doing freelance work. He is breaking into an Eggman base to find a missing agent of Gun.
It is funny seeing him like blow a bunch of robots and suddenly hide behind like a barrel for
Yeah,
because
he's
there's a
gotta-
searchlight.
Yeah, he's
Yeah.
got to be stealthy.
Yeah, it's like, I guess it really is the gameplay mechanic, because you don't have to be stealthy in the level except when there's searchlights out. And that's it. That's his intro cutscene. He has the least going on in his intro cutscene.
Yeah, honestly.
But it explains why he's there.
It does.
Yeah.
I'm not saying it doesn't do its job. It's just that compared to Sonic and Silvers, there's not much to chew on. It's just Shadow's looking for somebody he's working for, and that's it.
Yeah, the main meal comes later in the game.
I don't think that we should be referring to this game in food terms, because it's going to get gross real fast.
Well, don't make it gross.
How could I not make it gross? This game sucks.
It's pretty easy to not make things gross.
Anyways,
Right, yes, Shadow's first stage is White Acropolis, and it's fine. I don't know. We've done this stage twice now, and it was unremarkable both times.
yeah.
That's going to be a running theme for a lot of Shadow's story.
I guess the big thing that's really different here is A, you play as Rouge, and then B, the open field area, you have to destroy the searchlights in.
Yeah, I suppose
You
you
didn't
do.
really have to do that.
You do play the snowboarding section without a snowboard, which I guess Blaze
Oh,
already
yeah.
did. But
Yeah.
Yeah, we've even done that.
well, this is the trouble with doing this story now instead of second, because we would be saying a bunch of this stuff about Silver's story if we did him third.
No, we gotta save the best for last.
Well,
arguably.
You keep calling Shadows the best.
I'm not sure that's true, but
Yeah, I'm gonna be honest.
yeah, Shadow has like this kick move. I like that the tooltip behind before when it's loading, is like hit X, and it just says X X X X X X. Just hit it a bunch of times, and I'm like,
Mm.
okay, great tip. It actually does work nicely. You just defeat enemies easily.
Yeah, Shadow's whole
Yeah.
thing in this game is that he's quote-unquote combat focused, which in practice means that they throw enemies at you and you do slightly more mashing of the homing attack button than Sonic does.
Yeah, pretty much.
The Rouge section is nice because it's just a regular stage, no weird hunting gimmick. Just because of Sonic Adventure 2, that will not
True,
continue,
yeah.
unfortunately.
Yeah. Yeah, Shadow he's faster than Silver. He's like I think in the data he's exactly 1 speed point slower than Sonic, which
It
is
doesn't
odd.
feel that way.
You
Yeah,
think
he
so?
feels way more controllable.
He feels more controllable, but he also feels significantly slower than Sonic. Not just like 1 arbitrary point lower.
I don't know.
He
This-
feels really slow to me too.
This game's
Yeah.
speed values are completely inscrutable. It's like Sonic's is 16, Shadow's is 15. For some reason, I think Omega's is 17.
Damn.
I'm pretty sure
Why is
Omega is the fastest character in this game for some reason.
Damn.
That's
Oh my
bizarre.
god.
That's wild.
Yeah, but
So-
yes, we the agent that Shadow was sent here to find ends up being Rouge, and I don't know why because she got in and out completely fine. She was just a little slow.
Yeah,
that's
I
what
was
happened, yeah.
I was wondering about that.
It's very odd because she says that, and it's like, well, why did they think that they need? Could she not, use the wrist communicators, the invisible wrist communicators that they both have to say, "I'm here. I just need to get out."
It's because Rouge can't drive vehicles.
That's
She
true.
couldn't
Oh,
get
of
out.
course. Yeah. Well, okay. We'll get to that in a second. We should at least go over like Rouge's gameplay. She has Knuckles' gliding and she has Tails' bombs without the annoying parts of either.
Can Tails put bombs on walls?
No, he cannot. And
No.
importantly, Rouge can just throw singular bombs. They don't need dummy rings to hit things, which means that they're fine.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Sometimes she can throw like triple bombs and
Yeah,
Yeah, you
air,
can
but
hold
I
it.
don't.
Oh,
Okay.
you have to hold it? Okay, I tried that and that didn't seem to work.
Yeah, it's very weird. She just throws a line of bombs. Like, how do you do that?
Oh, you know.
You know, yeah.
I think Rouge could juggle if she tried.
Sure?
Anyway, yes, the final section of this area, the open section, is well, it's a Shadow the Hedgehog 2005 video game mission.
Yeah, you gotta drive.
Yeah.
You have to.
That was the most annoying part. I walked past the vehicle, God knows how many times, and pressed all the buttons, and I couldn't get into the car.
Yeah, it
It
worked fine
took
for me
me-
the first time.
He would
Same.
not say what button to press to get into the vehicle, and it took me like 2 tries because I was like, the time's gonna run out. So I would just restart from the point, and finally he told me, "Hey, idiot, press this button." I'm like,
Does
"Oh,
this level have a timer?
no," but it's just like it was pushing like 10-minute plus. I'm like, this is ridiculous. This should not be taking me this long. So I would just like throw him off of a cliff or something, restart from the checkpoint. It would bring me back to what the original time was.
I see.
Yeah.
Well, yes. This is Sonic Team trying to be Halo again.
Yeah, basically. Except he doesn't
Complete
have
with
a
a
gun
car
this
that
time.
flips over really easily.
Yeah, it's
Oh, yeah.
terrible.
I never had that problem.
Good
I
for
did.
you.
I'm surprised. It felt like it was glued to the fucking ground for me.
It's bizarre. I don't understand.
Oh yeah, I got a
I'm-
good clip I'll send you guys later.
I'm debating with
boy.
myself whether it's a better vehicle than the ones in Shadow the game, because I think it does turn a little more believably, but the fact that it's controlled by Havoc physics means that you can never be certain exactly how it's going to move.
It's still pretty
Okay.
annoying to turn, though.
Yo,
Yeah.
yeah, no, the turning's terrible, but like,
Yeah.
uh,
It has homing missiles it can fire at enemies.
hey, home?
I was gonna say they home that the my
I
my
think
shots
so.
would just go wide.
Yeah, mine sure as hell weren't. I had to be like on top of anything I wanted to shoot.
Well, I certainly didn't use those to take down the searchlights, because you have to take down 5 searchlights to finish the level. I don't know if we mentioned that. I just
What?
drove through them.
You can do that?
Oh,
You definitely can't. There's one that you can't reach with a car.
Oh yeah, that's true. You have to shoot at least one of them.
I'm not sure that's true, but alright.
I was gonna say they're all
The-
attached to the ground. You should be able to just ram into
I
them or
swear
use
No,
one
the
but
of them,
there's-
I swear one
no
of them
vi-
is blocked.
Yeah, there's one by the door, and there's a big pit and like a sideways roll you're supposed to run on. You can't get to it with a vehicle.
Yes, you can.
What? How?
I think you
just
can take
drive.
the car over that gap and drive
Yeah,
it along
you
the wall.
can. You can. That's a good
Oh,
point,
because
actually.
this was really annoying for me because I'm like, how am I supposed to hit it? And eventually I found a ledge like kind of nearby it that I could shoot it from a distance. And I'm like, wow, that was terrible. You didn't have to do that, really?
No, you
No,
could just
I think
drive.
you can drive over there.
Huh.
Either way, it's not a great section.
No,
Well,
it sounds like
no.
we all had vastly different experiences in this area, and
Well,
it's
sounds like
great.
we all have
Fitting.
varying issues, also.
Yeah, Shadow
I
wouldn't
mean-
tell me what to do. Lauren thought he couldn't drive over there. Devin, what was your? Oh no, you didn't have any issues. You just rammed
That's right.
into the
That's right.
searchlights.
Devin's too much of a god at this game.
Yeah, he's too good at this.
Devin had the entire silver playthrough. Let's say that much. Silver is what's wrong with whatever. Yeah,
Okay.
and of course this is all it's a vehicle section, and I'm pretty sure the car is faster than Shadow, which feels like it defeats the point of this being a Sonic game.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Faster, but way less maneuverable.
Yeah.
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 I
Like,
guess
it's
at
not
least
faster
Shadow's.
to be in a vehicle.
Depends.
Eh.
But I mean, yeah, Shadow at least feels a lot
Maybe
more
here.
controllable compared to Sonic. God, he's so slow.
Hmm.
Not as bad as Silver, but
See,
nothing's
nobody's
as bad as
bad as
Silver.
Silver.
I'm
Yeah.
like, neither Silver nor Shadow felt slow to me, but I always play Sonic games slow, so.
Hmm.
Oh, yeah.
In any case,
Yeah, I think I became too much of a speed junkie when it comes to Sonic games.
Kayla's too much of an
you've been
adrenaline
crushing
junkie.
copies of Sonic Unleashed and injecting them into your veins.
Yeah, snorting it directly.
Snorting lines of Sonic Unleashed discs.
Will it
Yeah.
blend? That is the question. Sonic Unleashed dust. Don't breathe this. Anyway, so that's White Acropolis. And now, cutscene moment. We complete the stage, and Rouge talks about why she was infiltrating Eggman's base. And it's because we got this glowing purple scepter thing. I don't remember what it's called. Scepter of
At
Darkness,
one point,
that's what it's called.
I was gonna say at one point the subtitles call it the Book of Darkness.
We're
Oh,
not there
yes.
yet.
I know we're
we'll
not
get
there
to
yet,
the
but I just
mistakes
wanna-
in this game's dubbing, don't worry.
I just want to throw that out there.
We saw this thing in Silver's playthrough, but Shadow just doesn't really care that much. He's like, the president asked me to do this. Is the only reason. And that is part of it. Is that earlier when Rouge was like, when he found her, she said, "Shadow, why you?" And Shadow said, "It was a special request. I didn't know that you were the one who was trapped." So it's like, did he not want to see her?
Damn.
I don't know if it's that or just that like it's the fact. Maybe it is the fact that it displays a supreme lack of confidence in Rouge's abilities.
Like I said, they can't drive vehicles, so they were trapped.
Yeah,
Maybe.
no, Rouge doesn't have a driver's license.
She doesn't have a homing attack either, and that comes in relevant here in our first boss fight. It's the Egg Cerberus again.
Yippee!
In
It's
some
not-
ways, I feel like this fight was both easier and harder than Sonic's.
Well, so I would say that it is 100% worse for me, because he doesn't fight any different than in Dusty Desert, but A, you have a slower character, so catching him and getting on the rails is a little bit harder. And B, there's no statues to ram into, so you can't do double damage to him.
Well, I also just have problems actually getting it to ram into the wall. Like half of the my
You just
first
had him
attempt
scrape
before
along the side, yeah.
my first attempt before it killed me, it just kept scraping against the wall.
You have to hit it into the metal door. You can't hit it into the rocks.
I think I was able to get it into the rocks, but it
I think
really
you can hit
never
it
worked
into
for
everything.
me.
You just have to hit it really, really directly.
Yeah, basically.
It was also harder for me to just like homing attack it correctly. I don't know what it was. I kept like
I had that
falling off
problem
halfway.
also. Yeah, I had that also.
I was having that problem like towards the end of the boss. Is that for some reason Shadow just like would not grab onto the horn for whatever reason. Like I would land on the rail correctly, but then Shadow would just shoot past the horn. I was like, what is happening here?
Yep.
There is something different about Shadow's homing attack physics in this game from Sonic's. I think it goes longer, like his air dash goes longer, and the fact that when he hits enemies, he stops in front of them to do his kick flurry thing.
Yeah. It's
Something
not
about
as
that makes it more annoying.
instantaneous as Sonic's.
Yeah, it's that boss again. Nothing else in particular to say about it.
Sure.
So immediately after this, with no transition to exactly how we did it, I mean, we emerge from a teleporter, right? And it's this room with a bunch of computers and a portrait of Princess Elise.
Yep, it's this room again.
Yeah, so you can find
Oh,
this room.
yeah.
This is in New Soliana, but there's no explanation for what it is. It's just here.
Huh.
So
I was gonna say, I wonder if it's connected to the labs that the old Duke worked in when they were doing the Solaris experiments.
I get maybe the geography
That's the
of
only thing I
Soliana.
can think of.
The
But then,
geography of
like,
Soliana is weird to figure out because you have this big mountain at the side of the new city, and I guess maybe that's what's between that and the castle town.
I guess. But then I'm also like, okay, if that's connected to the labs, why is there a portrait of like current day Elise in there? I would figured like maybe they
Someone
closed down the
forgot.
labs. And well, my thought process is like, okay, maybe after the accident they would have closed down the labs or whatever, but then that like portrait should have been like at least from 10 years ago. I don't know. I'm
Yeah.
like,
Yeah.
I'm trying to like process, like think through it.
Well, and also, aquatic base, the entrance is at the far end of Castletown, so it doesn't connect to this. And what's weirder is that after Shadow and Silver leave in the past flashback, the place they're in is very clearly Kingdom Valley, so
I,
it doesn't make any
Yeah.
sense. Anyway, none
It
of that
really
actually
doesn't.
matters, really, but, Rouge explains that Soliana is the city of water, just like Venice, and that their export at one point was meant to be some sort of energy project, which I guess was what they were doing with
Huh.
Solaris experiment.
Oh, I was actually wondering about that.
I
They
forgot
say that more
Rouge
directly later.
Yeah. Also, Elise is the current acting monarch. She specifies that, so that means she should be the queen, right? Or the duchess?
Eh,
Hmm.
Is it just
Well,
because she's
I
not
wonder.
18?
I was gonna say
that's
either
probably part of
because
it.
she's not 18 or maybe because she's not married.
That could also be part of it. I believe there is precedent for that in the real world, but I can't think of the context off the top of my head.
There aren't a lot of dukedoms left in the world, so...
No, there aren't. There's only a few.
Anyway, Rouge says that her rendezvous point with Gunn is in Kingdom Valley, so we're heading there. Or we would be if it didn't just mean the game was dumping us back in the hub world with no context for direction.
This is one of the worst wandering moments, I must say, in the hub.
Honestly, yeah.
Because the gate to the Forest Hub world is open, but you were never required to use that before, so you don't know where it is.
Right.
I think I only found it pretty quickly because I got lucky with NPCs pointing me directly to where it was.
Of course.
But that's
Yeah.
only half the journey.
Yeah, because you have to wander through the city to find the Forest Gate, and then you have to wander through the forest to find the Kingdom Valley gate.
Mm,
I think I
Uh,
just had vague recollections about where to go next, so
Yeah.
yeah, I'm
Yeah,
actually-
you've
easy.
played.
Anyway.
One silver lining is that you don't have to do a bunch of trials for once to get to Kingdom Valley.
Yeah, it's just
True.
open. Fine.
Shadow's already worthy.
yeah, Shadow is worthy in
Apparently.
the first place.
Yeah, you're supposed to wander around. You have to find the vendor shop, though, because you have to buy an upgrade for Shadow that lets him go into Chaos Mode, which is just, he turns red and can fight slightly faster, I think.
I think I might have bought that by accident because I don't remember doing that.
I think you
It's
have
not
to have it.
useful.
Oh no, you definitely have to have it. I'm just like I don't remember.
I think I
buying
only
it.
bought it because Kayla told me to buy it.
You have to use it to destroy some rocks, and that
Yeah.
gives you a portal that takes you to the Mirror Gate.
Yeah.
So I
Now
guess
I'm, like,
Soliana
stressed
is
out.
just a place. You know, it's like it was one thing on the missions because you could argue that the Trials of Soliana are like mystical or whatever. This is just a portal sitting here that just exists in Soliana.
I think I might have blacked out while playing a Shadow.
You said
I
that
don't
happened while
blame you.
playing a silver, so
It's on theme.
Yeah.
I'd almost be concerned if you didn't.
So, Kingdom Valley. It begins with Shadow's second vehicle type, the glider.
Why? Why does Shadow just get a bunch of random vehicles?
You guys
That's a
know
good
that
question.
video series Luigi wins by doing absolutely nothing?
Yeah,
Yes.
that's a classic.
You can win at most of these glider sections by doing absolutely nothing.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah.
my
Real.
Ace Combat instincts took over.
Oh,
You
did
would be
play,
missing out on one-ups, though.
what's that song? Megalith Agnes Day or whatever, the really good one. But yeah, Poor Man's Star Fox, I think is how I'd describe it.
Yeah, basically.
Because you don't get free movement with this thing. You're left, up, down, right on a set track.
Right.
Occasionally you dodge things or fire homing missiles, or you just tank damage because you can just hold the speed up button and complete most glider sections really, really easily.
There's a speed up button.
Wait, hold on.
I didn't
what?
know
Speed
that.
up
The
button?
jump button speeds you up. Do you guys not even test these things? I feel like I've done
No.
this
What,
once
you
an
expect me to
episode.
just
This game
experiment in this game?
terrifies me. I don't
Wait,
want to
Yeah,
press random
Yeah,
buttons.
you might die.
You expect us to actually want to try things in this game and not just do the bare minimum?
I expect people to press buttons randomly sometimes. You guys sound like my parents, where they play a game and they're like, "What do I do?" And it's like, "I don't know, man. Try to figure it out."
I'm sorry,
not
but you're
that
the odd
bad.
one out here, Devin.
Wait, you think I play video games besides for this show, Devin?
In fact, you can double tap the jump button to get an even bigger boost.
Well, why not just fly us at that speed normally?
Good point.
Because what do you want to be? Do you want a mock speed section where you run into shit?
No, I don't want this to be in the level.
Exactly. It's got to be over as soon as possible.
Well,
Exactly.
now you know about the speed up button for next time. Then I guess I don't know.
No, I will not remember it.
Okay, well it's not
Yeah, there
on
was
me then.
something- There have been a few things you mentioned that like they don't actually work. Like you talked about the light speed dash, the light speed sections. Probably if I do it, the button just wouldn't work because reasons.
Yeah, I think I tried the whole Lightspeed dash in Crisis City Mach Speed, and Sonic just went flying over the ledge.
It's like we've just decided that Devin's trying to gaslight us.
He's a liar. He's not actually good at this game. He just makes
need
up
a-
tricks that don't exist.
Yeah,
We
Devin's
need a
been using
banner.
AI to play the game.
We need a banner of Devin's just like gaslight gatekeep girl boss.
We can make
Oh.
this exist.
Yeah, I can draw somewhat. I will make it exist.
All right, well,
Please
I'll put that
do.
in the episode if you make that.
Okay.
Anyway, 30 seconds in, we stopped doing the glider section, and so the second section of the stage involves playing as Rouge. And hey, it's a classic Sonic Adventure setup, right? Way forward is locked. Rouge is tasked with finding 3 keys to open the door. Sounds fun, right? Just the treasure hunting levels vault, right? No, here's the rub. There's no radar in this stage.
Yeah, that's the
Yeah.
problem. What the heck?
Yeah.
What the hell?
Me who found the keys easily.
I don't
Well,
think
so-
actually no, I had some problem.
They're always in the same place, so you might remember where they are. But
Oh
why
no.
would you not give us a radar?
No, I
Yeah.
agree. You definitely should
No, there
have
should
given
be
a radar.
yeah.
I didn't remember where the keys were. I just kind of was like, that building looks important. I'm gonna check that one first.
Okay, but I didn't realize you'd get into the building for a while because you have to break one of the windows.
Oh no, I was struggling to break the window too. I was like, why is the why? Well, first she wasn't placing the bomb on the window, and I'm like, I distinctly remember being able to like place bombs on the windows. Why is this not working? And then after slamming her into the window enough times, she eventually got the hint and broke the window with the bomb. And then yeah, I found the key.
Yeah, well, it's just you're never asked to as far as I recall, you're never asked to manually break a window in any other character's level. I guess in Sonic's level you do, but you break it from the inside, and it's part of a homing attack chain. You don't know everywhere that you can get to in this place, and there's a ton of red herrings on purpose. So yeah, it's stupid.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I also started like losing my mind when I just tried to detach from a wall. I don't know what you're talking
God.
about. I cannot get off walls. I have to mash like 200 times every time I get on a wall.
Yeah, I have to pull back on the stick, mash A.
I don't know what to tell you.
At this
not
point,
saying
I
it's
just
good.
get Roosh to a ledge or to the ground and then just have her hop off on
There
that.
are some
because-
places where you can't do that.
Yeah.
I know.
This game is special.
Yeah.
I also
So
like that if you die, you lose all your keys. That's also very nice.
Oh yeah.
Oh, that's cool.
yeah, in
I
the
didn't
Knuckles
know
and
that.
Rouge
Oh.
levels, the items that you find are checkpoints.
Should have been.
So yeah, it's not a great section. And well, what do you guys think of this third section? Because I've heard very varied things about this. This involves Shadow's final third vehicle type, not final,
yeah.
not final, but third. The hovercraft with hood-mounted machine guns, I guess.
Okay,
Um,
so I don't expect any of you to have had the same experience. I'm sure it was just the game saying heck with you. But I
Screw
got
you,
on
yeah.
I got on the hover vehicle and then I just fell in the water and died. And then I'm like,
Oh.
huh, okay, I must be doing something wrong. And then it happened again, and that game overed me, so I had to
Did
try
you
again.
tip over in midair?
It tried to get on the water and it just kept going. It just didn't hover. It just fell in the water and I died. I'm like, why isn't this working? And then when I came back after game overing, it just worked correctly.
Of
Huh.
course. That's
Oh.
incredible.
Yeah, that didn't happen to me.
For
Yeah,
me,
no.
if it didn't stay upright, it definitely fell through the water. It didn't. I don't think that happened to me on this playthrough, but I've definitely seen that.
That's
No. What
hmm.
happened to me is a moment of irony where I was like, I don't trust any of these buildings. They're gonna fall down and crush me. And then as soon as I said that, sure enough, building fell down and crushed Shadow. And I'm like, yep, there it is.
So
Mm-mm.
the weird thing is that I think a lot of the time the buildings only fall if you shoot them. Maybe.
No, I'm pretty sure they just start crumbling because I think there was a point where
Pretty
I
sure they
wasn't
do, yeah.
firing at all and towers were just like falling over.
It's
It might
supposed
Unless
to
be
be
also the
enemies
enemies
cinematic.
can
start
damage
hitting
them.
them. Yeah.
Maybe I just think it's supposed to be cinematic.
Because I feel like I
Well-
went through this section or have gone through this section, and as long as I didn't fire, I never even saw one of them fall over.
Good for you.
I might
When-
be
Yeah, congratulations.
Pull up to your house and beat you. God.
When I had to get out of the her vehicle at one point, I jumped, and then Shadow was just like, "I'm not gonna move. I'm just gonna stick in the air, and then the hover vehicle's gonna fly away, and then you're gonna fall in water and die."
Yeah, you don't want to get out of the vehicle until it is well and fully stopped.
I was
Yeah.
very careful after that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I only died once on that section again because of the tower falling over. After that, I was like, I'm gonna go as slowly as possible through here. So that was fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I ended up having to just go as slowly as humanly possible. Or hedgehogly possible, huh?
Hedgehogly possible.
It's great. It's great to have the going fast game, Sonic the Hedgehog, and this actively disincentivizes going fast.
Because going fast is clearly cringe.
So, final section of the stage involves Shadow running through Sonic's section backwards, basically, and it's fine. That part's not that bad.
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't think I had anything weird happen to me on that part.
I probably did, but I don't remember.
There was one part where I was like jumping between platforms, and then Shadow once again just stopped in the middle of the air and dropped like a stone, like I hit an invisible barrier or something. I can't explain it.
That is wild that's happening. That's incredible. Oh, actually, I forgot to mention, there's an emulator bug at the beginning with the hang glider where Shadow will spawn on top of it.
Yeah, he'll just be standing on it. You have to get in, man.
Yeah, which is dumb.
The ending of this level is funny because you can just ignore a bunch of enemies, like I always do if possible, and get to the door, and then you hear the goal ring, and you're like, oh, okay, fine. And then you go back, walk of shame, beat up the enemies, and then go get the goal ring.
Yeah. Did any of you use the chaos boost to fight them?
No.
No.
All right. It does make combat faster.
I know.
Yeah.
I should probably
sure it
remember that
does.
it is the thing.
I'm gonna forget that it even existed by the time I played the second half.
Just hitting X a bunch works fine for me.
Honestly, same.
Did you guys know that if you press the attack button in midair, Shadow has a chaos spear that stuns enemies?
Yes,
Yeah,
I
Kayla
do know
told
that.
me.
this. Yes.
Okay. Okay. So
There's a
I'm not-
tooltip for it.
I also didn't use it.
no, it's not useful most of the time. I'm just glad there was something. Ah. So yeah, that's Kingdom Valley.
This was, I think, the most annoying stage of this half of the game for Shadow.
Yeah.
Yeah, probably.
Not terrible, but
I think it's-
annoying.
It's mostly the vehicles that I found annoying.
Well, you get hit with 2 vehicle sections in this one, which is already like
Yeah.
insulting.
Yeah, I don't think any
A
other
little
Shadow
bit,
level
yeah.
does that, if I remember correctly.
2 vehicle sections and a Rouge hunting section.
That's true.
There's no
In fact-
other of those, thankfully.
This is just a
Uh,
double whammy.
Well,
Yeah.
kind of. We'll get there.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I know what you're talking about, and I know why I forgot about it. Anyway, so Shadow and Rouge enter this ancient temple that I guess was their gun rendezvous point. That is really far away for them to meet up, by the way.
It's a strange choice for a rendezvous point, also.
There's
Yeah.
literally a line in the middle of the stage where Shadow's like, this is a really terrible place for a rendezvous. Like, yeah, you're right, game. You know, and you do it anyway.
The game's self-aware.
Well, especially because it's like there's no gun presence there, so it's like you'd think they would want to set up the rendezvous point somewhere where there is gun presence.
Yeah.
Yeah, you'd think so.
But
Unless this is like the
apparently-
closest spot.
I don't know. Apparently, this
Yeah.
was the original royal castle of Solion, which I guess we kind of already knew about Kingdom Valley, but maybe this is the main part of it. I don't know.
Yeah.
But apparently, they moved away from it after the Solaris incident that we witnessed in Silver Story. And also, we're talking about how, there's a terrible rendezvous point for Gun. Maybe on Gun's side, this would have been more convenient. Except it can't be, because where the hell is Gun? They're not here.
That's true. They aren't.
Shadow's too fast. Got there early.
You know what? I could believe that.
I guess, but so did Dr. Eggman, who Gun is routinely very bad at opposing. He's here.
Mm.
They get attacked by Eggman and a bunch of his robots because they're trying to get the scepter back. Yeah, no Gun support, whatever.
Right.
And apparently that's enough to overpower Rouge. Like, really? That's disappointing.
Does she fly up on purpose?
I'm pretty sure she flies up on purpose and then gets smacked as she's like flying back down, unless I'm like missing something from that cutscene.
I'll tell when in editing what exactly happened. The point is,
Yeah.
Rouge drops the Scepter of Darkness, and Shadow catches her instead of it, and it breaks open.
Well, damn.
I mean, to be fair, you'd probably catch your quote unquote friend over random
Remember,
piece
Shadow doesn't have any friends.
That's why I said quote unquote friend.
From the
But not
scepter
friend.
emerges a massive black shadow, which absorbs the shadow of Shadow.
Oh, that's what
Shadowception.
happened. I didn't know that.
yeah.
I thought it just turned into Shadow because he was nearby or something.
No, it spreads along the ground and it moves to Shadow's shadow, and it pulls it in with this kind of bad looking like spiral effect. And yes, from the ground rises this muted gray doppelganger of Shadow. And yes, this is our true introduction to Mephiles the Dark. Dark is not a noun that you can be.
I don't know. Maybe I'm used to the name after all these years, but it sounds like a normal enough title to me.
Yeah, it doesn't sound that weird.
Yeah, I was gonna
I
say
guess
that's
Kingdom
just...
Hearts uses darkness as a noun as well, so whatever.
Yeah, I don't know.
The game does actually, I think, for once, a neat little bit of, if you've played the stories, you can see how they link together. When Mephiles is like, Shadow, so we meet again, and Shadow's like, who are you? But if you've seen the other stories, you understand what he's getting at.
Yes, indeed. And I actually, I get what they were going for here, and I think that there's almost a moment of good animation and direction here, because he like saunters up to Shadow with his eyes pointed down and his arms limp, sort of walking like a zombie. And then, you have the shot of the sharp green pupil turning at him sort of unnaturally.
Imagine someone reanimated all the cutscenes in this game, but kept Mephiles as the same. It would fit.
It kind of
Honestly,
would, because
yeah.
he's supposed to move like a corpse. I just
It
wish
is a
that
really
his...
good bit of animation.
Well, he doesn't actually have anything interesting to say, is the thing. He's just like, we meet again. And Shadow's like, what? He just teleports Shadow and Rouge to the future through extremely obvious pop-in effect. Now we're in the future, which Rouge deduces very quickly. And Shadow's like, what is Mephiles' deal? And the screen turns black and white. It's not dramatic. And wow, from a story perspective, now you might as well just say everything from Sonic's story happens.
Yeah, basically.
Yeah.
I'm not sure we get anything different until after the Iblis Worm fight.
All right, well, next time on Deep Dive Zone, we're going to be covering the second half of Shadow's story.
Yeah.
Not quite. We have stages to talk about. So, recap, we meet up with Sonic and the gang. We have to work with them to find Chaos Emerald. So, Shadow's version of Crisis City. It starts in the same place at Sonic's boarding section, but he's driving a car this time until the car breaks like mine did.
I think I just jumped out immediately. I was like, nah,
Shit,
fuck
him.
this.
Went down a cliff.
Yeah, I don't blame you guys. If you're not using the car, it's more fun than Sonic's boarding section.
Oh,
Yeah.
I think at this point, anything when you're not using the board or one of Shadow's vehicles is just a lot more quote unquote fun.
Overall, this version of Crisis City is just a strict upgrade of Sonic's, I think, in terms of enjoyability.
For the most part, it doesn't have a Mach Speed
Kind of,
section,
yeah.
and Shadow's
Yeah,
second section is basically identical to Sonic's. It just has a different object layout.
Yeah. I was gonna say that's at least a plus for Shadow Story is there's no Mach speed level.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's funny. I would not have put it past them to give him one.
Well, I knew it was like Sonic's thing, so I knew they wouldn't.
Sure, yeah. Sonic's got to have something unique, or he would basically have no purpose in this game.
Yeah. The flying tornado area does have Shadow on the glider again, but the glider sections aren't hard, they're just boring.
Yeah.
I
And
think
this
I
one has
actually
like a
died
million
couple
one-ups.
times.
Yeah.
What? How?
I'm gonna be honest, I don't remember. I just remember dying.
Well, this one does have the most shit in it. This does have the most stuff you need to dodge.
Yeah, I probably just got beaten. I don't
Yeah,
know.
I don't know.
I don't remember
You
specifically.
probably ramped into stuff too many times.
Probably. I remember you even asking me like, "How did you die?"
Mhm.
It's like fair enough, I guess.
But yeah, Shadow's fourth section is, I believe, one of Silver's areas. You get another car section, but it lasts about 8 seconds because you run out of road really fast.
Yeah.
Yep, just ignore it.
Or
Yeah, I
I
think
guess
that
you
was
run out
another
of
one where
upturned
I was
buildings
just
really
like,
fast.
yeah, I was just like, I immediately hopped out of the vehicle and just played normally.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Earlier in the stage, Sonic 06 had a rare bit of mercy because I was like running on a wall and then I got hit by an enemy. And instead of falling off like I expected, my character just like became stunned and sat on the wall, then got back up and I just kept running. And I'm like, okay, I'll take it.
Quality programming. It does have a unique final set piece, which is Shadow like rail grinding around the Iblis fire tornado.
Goes on a little too long.
Yeah, that's the problem, is that grinding, it got worse in Shadow the game because you had to mash the button and couldn't just hold it to grind with momentum.
Oh,
And then in
yeah.
this game, it got worse because you don't even grind fast anymore. And it's a shame, because I think that if you did go through it really fast, it would be kind of a cool, like, visual at least.
Yeah, very
Sure.
cool cinematic piece in the level.
Sure,
Not-
yeah.
Not that it would be interesting to play, but yeah.
No, but again,
Um,
it would be the cool factor.
Yeah, but yeah, then you run across more dilapidated buildings, and there's a gold ring.
Yay.
And you wouldn't know it, but completing this stage nets Rouge a Chaos Emerald, even though that event is never depicted graphically.
Okay, good. I was going to ask, where the hell did she get her Chaos Emerald from?
Yeah, that it's here, you just don't see it.
Okay, fair enough.
Instead, the two of them extremely coincidentally run into a broken down E123 Omega. Omega, did you even know he was in this game? Well, of course he did, I just told you, but yeah.
I didn't until I got to this part.
Yeah,
I only knew for one reason. I'm not gonna say why.
because he watched the Sonic 06 Snapcube dub, or because he played
Okay, well-
Project 06?
Snapcube, but we were trying to avoid referencing them.
Well, I was
Yeah,
trying
Devin,
to
you
avoid
broke the
just
sacred
stealing their
rule.
jokes,
Yeah,
because I want us to have a
God.
unique... We don't have to pretend they don't exist. Anyway,
I thought
yeah.
they got erased from time.
Oh my god. Just like the game.
Damn.
Neither Sonic nor Silver ever saw Omega, and he's the only character in the game like that, I think.
Huh. Admittedly, what would we get out of either of those characters seeing Omega? Really, the only characters that would matter them seeing him would be Rouge and Shadow.
Well, we'll get to my feelings on Omega's writing in this game next time, but I have
Well, yeah.
opinions. So, Shadow tries to fiddle with his wiring, but because this is Sonic Forces, he can't. You'll get that joke in a few years, don't worry.
Okay. Oh God, it is gonna be like a few years.
But
We're in it
Rouge
for a
gets
long haul.
Rouge gets a call on her invisible wrist communicator from, I guess, Tails. So the two of them are just like, oh, that's a shame. We gotta leave Omega there. And yeah, that's a scene. Also, why is
Yeah.
Omega broken down here, but Shadow can apparently get working copies of his gun buggy and gun glider perfectly easily?
They're just laying around.
Well, so is Omega. Why is he broken down?
He's been laying around for longer.
How much longer? Can't have been that long.
Don't worry about it.
Alright, anyway. Now it's Flame Core, and everything in Flame Core and the trip back is gonna happen.
Flame Core.
Yeah, I think it was easier this time around because I mean we've gone through it as Sonic and Silver, so it's just like
It's
I
basically
guess?
I know what
identical
to
Sonic's.
yeah, I know what to expect this time around. I think I even got a good rank in there. It wasn't an S rank, but it was a good rank.
This game gives out A ranks and B ranks like they're fucking candy.
True.
But no S ranks. Actually, I think I've gotten a
I
couple
definitely
S
have
ranks.
gotten a handful of S's.
I think I've gotten a couple S ranks.
The game loves to give you S ranks on missions because most of them are piss easy.
Well, they take
Yeah.
they take like a second and a half to do.
But yeah.
Yeah. I think Flame Core is technically harder, but we're just experienced because you have Mephiles monsters here, which you didn't in the original version, I'm pretty sure.
Yes,
Um,
Sonic never fought them.
And I don't know, it just felt a little the design. I couldn't remember the layout honestly with Sonic's version versus Shadow's version, but it felt a little more impressive, but not such that already knowing the stage, it wasn't a big deal.
Most of it is pretty similar. You run through a lot of the same places. You do slightly more combat, but not that much. You even do the same light up all the glowing balls in the dark puzzle with Rouge, like you did with Knuckles.
Here we go. This
Oh
is it.
God, yeah.
I loved it the first time and love it again. Yes, definitely.
Well, Rouge has better attacks than Knuckles, so I would still say it's better.
You don't
Yeah,
have to defeat the enemies. That's trivial. That doesn't make any difference.
No, I
It
meant
makes it way
I meant
easier.
activating the balls is better.
Oh, it still took me like 2 tries.
I don't know, man. I had a much easier time activating them with Knuckles.
Oh, really?
I mean,
I
okay,
didn't eat that was
Excuse me.
Rouge.
excuse me. Easier is relative. It sucked both times.
Well, my problem with Knuckles is that you have to activate them with his... I can't call it a ground pound because it doesn't make him fall any
the
faster. than you use it.
AoE.
Yeah, but I hate that thing. I think it's super
Oh
unreliable.
yeah, I hate it too. But okay, to be fair, I don't like Rouge's bombs. So that's I will
I
put
think
up
that
with the
they have
AoE
better
more than
targeting.
with. They don't target. What the fuck are you talking about?
They do?
I
Mine never do.
What?
Okay, are you
to be
jumping when
on-
you use them? Because I always
No.
jump.
No.
Didn't I tell you to jump and throw the bomb?
Yeah, that didn't seem to be doing anything either.
Okay, I'm not trying to facilitate a breakup here.
I don't think that's where that was leading.
Bro, it's not where it was leading. I'm just. Ooh.
Parents, please
Okay.
stop fighting. Anyway,
Okay.
yeah, it's not good, but
No, it's not good either way. Actually, maybe I'll be the controversial one. It sucked both times.
It's not controversial.
I know.
anyway, anything else in this level? I don't think so.
No, it's
No.
just same
Does
old,
it
same old.
end in the exact same place too?
I think it does.
Think
I
Yeah,
don't know
yeah.
off the top of my head.
You know what? I'm remembering because this does have one funny bit in the English version. Because when Shadow goes down the second like tube tunnel where you have to run along the side, the subtitles say "ack" with an exclamation point, but Jason Griffith goes.
Yeah, he screams for no reason.
Mm-hmm.
It's
I'm just
really
like,
funny.
why? Why are you screaming?
You know, I don't know.
No.
You know,
Maybe because I just like full sent him down the tube. I jumped off the wall and just like spiraled down onto the platform.
Yeah.
It was faster that way.
Those tubes don't work.
No,
yeah,
no,
they don't really. They really don't.
They don't even feel like they work in Project 06, if I'm honest.
And it's hard to fix some things that are just that broken.
So that's Flame Core. And the repeats don't stop there, as another identical cutscene plays out, and another identical boss fight against the Iblis Worm, just like in Sonic's campaign.
Yeah.
Okay, so this is another part where you said you could walk on the lava and just get to the little platforms faster. No, you can't. I tried it with all of them. You cannot
Yeah, you
jump
can.
them from the lava. What?
You absolutely can.
Bruce did it.
I did multiple times. I gave up and let Kayla fight the boss for me, though.
I tried
'Cause-
multiple times. You just can't jump high enough.
You have to
Oh,
homing
Shadow
attack.
can.
You have to homing attack the lamps.
And that gives you more height. Okay, I guess I didn't try that. That's really weird.
Yeah,
Well,
yeah. You can't
And
just
I'm not
normally jump
walking
up.
along the ground. I'm repeatedly air dashing with Shadow, because that's faster.
Oh, I walked.
Okay, well, maybe you can also walk. I don't know.
Yeah. You have enough invincibility time to damage boost a walkover.
Yeah, you can air dash and then run over and then
Exactly,
homing
you
attack the
yeah,
lights.
Yeah, that's what I
now,
did.
Lauren, I
I would
wanna
air dash
say-
first.
I don't blame you for not homing attacking, because this game does not train you on an important factor that is only in this game, which is that your homing attack defies gravity. In no other Sonic
This
game can
is-
you homing attack up.
Yeah,
I
that's
didn't
fair.
know that. Yeah, that's
That is
weird.
fair. That is definitely fair.
Yeah, unlike the Egg Genesis and the Egg Cerberus, that at least get like different arenas and change a little bit, they were super lazy here and they did
This
nothing.
is literally the same fight.
Hence, Chaos 4.
Yeah.
Yep,
Hence me not doing it and letting Kayla do it for me.
fair enough. Although I'm sorry,
took
Kayla,
me-
that means you had to do it again another time.
Yeah, that means Kayla ended up having to do it 3 times.
It wasn't that bad.
So they had the
No, you
Chaos
did-
Forest experience of all of us.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
Well.
you did it in one go for me, which admittedly the way you did it made a lot more sense anyway.
Well, because I played it the way the boss was actually meant to be played. I didn't do the whole damage boost thing, so I don't trust myself to time the
Well,
homing attack, but
So to be fair, you were also moving what platform you were on when it jumped, so you could more easily homing attack the head.
mm,
Which I kept trying to homing attack from the platform it was jumping to, which I think was part of why I kept screwing up.
Wow, that feels like we got through that way faster than Sonic's story the first half.
we're missing
We're
a
not
level.
done.
Yeah, we're
We're
not
not done?
done.
No, there's
how
one
many-
more
how many
level.
levels
One
did we
more
do?
stage.
Tropical jungle.
Oh, we don't end in the same place. Okay, we're gonna keep going then. I should have
I'm
checked
like,
where we were stopping before we started this episode.
Sir, you're
Please leave
forgetting.
it in.
All right, fine, I will.
Yeah.
You bitch. Okay.
So anyways, Tropical
so
Jungle.
no, we're
Yeah.
not there yet. We got stuff to
We're
do.
not. There's a scene.
Oh,
So-
One scene. Ugh.
As with before,
God.
everybody travels back to the past except Shadow and Rouge, who get distracted.
He-
Except, oops, in Sonic's story, Shadow got distracted and looked behind before leaving, and Rouge was there with him. But in this version of the cutscene, Shadow looks back as Rouge has already gone through the portal, so they just randomly got a detail wrong for no reason.
Oopsies.
No, it's the whole different stories actually being slightly different parallel universes again.
See, but in Sonic Adventure 1, there was a much, much stronger feeling that this is how this character sees these events. In this case, you're the only person that is seeing the event both times, because Sonic and friends have already left in both versions of the
Nah.
cutscene.
Yeah, no, Shadow's just misremembering.
Oh,
That
he's having
happens a
memory
lot.
troubles again. Gerald is coming back for us
Oh
again.
no!
Anyway,
bro is 15 with a mind of a 70-year-old.
we get to see what Shadow was distracted by this entire time. And ironically, it's yet another fucking mistake. Because there's this fire that grows brighter as Mephiles is, like, creepily turning to look at Shadow. And he's clearly meant to be, like, emerging from the fire, but they just placed it too far to the left. So
Is
he's
that
just-
what's happening?
I think he's just
It's a
awkwardly
good
standing
game.
next to these flames for no reason.
I was gonna say, I thought he was just standing there admiring the flames, or the leftover flames of Iblis.
It's a
I sure
well-made
do like
game,
fire.
guys. It's a very well-made game, guys.
Now's a good time to mention, by the way,
pyromaniac.
Mephiles is voiced by the same person as Knuckles in this game.
Oh yeah,
It's Dan Green. He just didn't have enough to do.
Yeah.
Yeah, give me some more work.
He's like,
Yu-Gi-Oh
"Sega,
money
please."
doesn't pay as well as you think.
Fair.
didn't he also voice Black Doom originally?
I don't think so. I think that was Sean Schemmel the whole time.
Yeah, that was Sean
Okay,
Schemmel
yeah,
in
never mind.
the
That was
original.
It's Sean Shammel's gonna like crash through my window and like choke slam
Yeah,
me into the
Goku's
desk now.
Goku's gonna come and get you.
It's
Oh
that
my
fucking
god, no!
it's that fucking ASMR roleplay of Goku trying to break into your house.
Me, Goku!
Anyway, so Shadow goes to chase after Mephiles alone, and Rouge didn't even know. So she arrives back in the present and drops the Chaos Emerald on the ground for some reason. That is completely out of character. She would hold on to that thing so hard that she would fall on the ground before it would.
Oh yeah, she'd
Real.
grip that jewel like it's gonna. I don't know where I was going with that.
Be
never
careful
mind.
with your words
Good
about
job.
Rouge
Good
gripping
job.
things, Bruce.
Okay.
You know what? I'm glad because I was gonna say, oh, she'd shove it down her shirt, chest plate.
Yeah, this is
mark.
why I aborted that sentence.
We're aborting this whole discussion. So, Gunn asks if she got the Scepter of Darkness back, but
You
she's
mean
like,
the Book of Darkness?
"Oh,
Yeah, the
is
Book
this
of
the
Darkness.
point where
This
the
is the
book?"
seed.
God damn it! I'm playing the Japanese retranslated version, so I don't remember.
Oh yeah, that's why I
Uh.
didn't notice it.
The Scepter was a book in the prototype. That's why.
Good job, team.
Fascinating.
Rouge does not answer his question though. She's just like, "Hey, where's Omega?" And I think the
Oh,
better
you
question
know.
is, what the hell happened to the rendezvous? You know, it's like,
That's a good question.
Well, I
It's-
think
it-
she explains like she's got the item. It's just she needs a little bit more time for whatever.
well, no,
She just
it's
needs
like
a
there's
lift.
never a point where someone's like, "Hey, we showed up and you weren't there." That didn't happen.
Oh, you know
Gunn
what,
didn't
yeah.
know that they got teleported to the future or anything.
Or Rouge mentioning that they weren't there when she and Shadow got there.
Also, a good point. They just act like nothing was ever planned.
Yeah, writing.
And it's very weird because Rouge, she arrived back in the new city, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So arrives in new city, then no hub world transition, no cutscene. We were immediately shifted to tropical jungle.
Yeah, because
Well,
even the creators realized that the hub worlds are a waste of our time.
No,
It-
they
it-
really didn't. They just forgot this one time to put it in.
Look, I want to give some credit somewhere.
It boggles the
They don't deserve
mind
it.
why they could
Fair.
not have simply just done this for every other stage in the game rather than distract us with stupid bullshit.
This game never needed a hub world.
It
True.
really didn't.
Well, actually, then you wouldn't get the stupid NPCs. That would kind of be a loss. But it should only be like at the very beginning of each story, and that's it.
It probably cut down on the loading scenes, though.
Just keep Sonic
make
Man
there
and
was
the
no
Lumpy
hub
guy.
world.
That's all you need.
Just have Sonic Man occasionally talk to Sonic.
Honestly, that would be great. Just put
Just
them in the
random,
story.
just random cutscenes.
So, Tropical Jungle. It's Silver's temple
It's
area,
fine.
and you have to find 3 keys. But I sure didn't, because I was
Man.
gliding with Rouge. Some glitched terrain shot me into the sky, and then I got to ignore the level and just glide to the end.
Man, I was
Lucky
trying.
bitch! I was trying so hard to just fly over that laser gate.
Same. I tried for about for a couple minutes before I just gave up and killed them.
This is part of
I
the
mean,
magic of Sonic
fighting them
06.
didn't take that hard.
Uh,
Yeah.
But it means that
No,
you
you-
guys have to tell the story of what this level's like, because I don't know.
I skipped most of the level.
I was gonna say I guided Bruce through skipping most of the level because I
No, you
skipped most
didn't.
of. I
skipped
kind of
most
did.
it on my own. Kayla, there was nothing to guide.
Well, it's just like you can skip most of this. Just climb up high, destroy these enemies, and then, bam.
I'm
you
pretty
can...
sure I was already in the process of doing that.
No, well, we can argue about it later.
Well, I can say, having played the stage on my own without boost glitches or anything, it was very easy to navigate through and ignore
Oh,
almost
yeah,
the entire
no.
stage.
Yeah, the stage did not seem like it was hard.
This
No.
was a
What I
nice,
saw of it from orbit.
a very nice breather stage, I must say. I'm glad that they gave Rouge just a normal stage. No complaints at all. It was fine.
Yeah, it doesn't seem like it's that bad. It just is easy to skip 90% of it.
Yeah, it's fine. There's nothing particularly disastrous about
Yeah.
it.
No. Can you
Yeah.
show me how you did the glitch though?
I'm curious, yeah.
I don't know how I did the glitch. It
Well,
happened on
you
a
are
complete
You have
fluke.
the
better.
footage at least.
Oh, I got it on video. Don't worry, I got
Okay,
it on
good,
video.
good.
Good.
I
Delay.
want to see it.
Yeah, I want to at least see it.
I'm just realizing that because my playthrough was so short, it means that the video is going to be way slowed down as we're talking about this. Maybe I'll just repeat it a bunch of times. But that is the actual end of this. I can't believe that I forgot how many stages we were doing.
I mean-
SMH my head.
Rouge's level, to be fair, was pretty simple, pretty short.
Pointless.
So,
Yeah.
well, I don't know about pointless, but yeah, it's short, so it's like I can understand forgetting about it.
I kind of like having stages that aren't played by any of the 3 main characters completely
Oh,
as
yeah,
one of the other
no.
ones. It's
No,
nice.
that's,
change of
that's not. Yeah, that ain't a bad thing.
It allows you to ignore their gimmicks.
Yeah.
That is-
Exactly.
Yeah, fair enough.
Because that's why you're saying Blaze's Wave Ocean was the best Silver stage.
True.
That's true.
Well, Blaze
But-
just felt good to control in that
Strange.
one.
Yeah,
Strangely.
exactly.
But that is where we are going to cut it off for tonight. Next time we are going to be finishing the last of the normal playthroughs of this game with the rest of Shadow stages. And there's going to be some stuff going on. I don't know.
Stuff will indeed happen.
Yeah, stuff happens every episode.
I'm trying to find. It's like you run out of interesting things to say eventually.
That's fair.
This
I
game
think
runs out of
I
interesting
struggled
content.
doing an outro last
Yeah.
time I streamed. I was like, I don't know what to say. Good
More
night,
Sonic
and
06
just-
eventually.
God, yeah.
But
Yay.
you got to cut it off somewhere. We couldn't do all of Shadow's story in this one video.
God, no.
I
I-
swear to
I
God,
would've-
if we had to.
Well, we didn't on purpose. That's the whole point. Anyway,
Yeah.
but that is where we're going to be done for tonight. So thank you to my co-hosts for suffering through this, I guess. Thank you to all of our viewers for watching. If you like this video, please feel free to share, like, comment, and subscribe. If you have any questions, comments, criticisms, suggestions, or feedback, you can reach us at any of the links in the link tree in the description. I hope you all have a great rest of your week. We'll see you next week for another episode. I hope you all have a great rest of your night, and take care.